Let us begin our deep relaxation together. Before tonight's story begins, we will take a few moments to allow the body and mind to completely settle. I will gently count down from 10 to 1, and with each number, allow yourself to drift, to let go a little more, sinking deeper into stillness. 10. Feel the steady support of the bed beneath you, or whatever surface you are resting on tonight. And beneath all of that, feel an even deeper support, the support of the earth itself, an unwavering foundation, a constant comfort, a grounding presence that comes from our home, the earth. And as you become aware of this absolute, certain support, just see if you can release your body a little more, gently letting go just a little more. 9. Gently scan your body with your awareness now. Where are you still holding on? Where do you feel any lingering tension? Perhaps it's in your toes, in your calves, or your lower back. Perhaps it's a slight heaviness in your chest or your shoulders. Or maybe you are like me, and you tend to hold so much tension in your jaw or the muscles of your face. As you lie here in this moment, and as you notice this holding, notice the gentle release that comes simply from awareness. Let it dissolve. Now. 8. You are safe. Allow my voice to be a gentle companion for you tonight, a guide who will only lead you to places of peace. Know that you will always be held in a safe space. See if you can find rest in that trust. Notice how, when we feel safe, the mind is free to wander, and a gentle sense of ease can blossom in your heart as we drift ever closer to sleep. 7. The day is done. What is past, act as past, and what is to come, will come. Whatever thoughts may visit you tonight, simply notice them for what they are. Just thoughts, a part of the mind, but not who you are. You do not need to follow them. They do not need to command your feelings, and so, if and when they arrive, simply allow them to drift on by, like leaves on a gentle moonlit stream, or clouds floating across a starry sky. 6. This is your moment. This is your time. Let that knowledge allow you to settle in completely, to feel the comfort and the simple joy of being able to just lie here and listen to a peaceful story. 5. Peace lives within you. It is always there, like a still lake deep within your soul, just waiting to be found, waiting to be felt. And so, see if tonight you can find the path back to that quiet peace within yourself. 4. Perhaps, right now, allow for a quiet moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the simple things, the shelter you have tonight, the breath that nourishes your body. 3. Begin to allow your imagination to gently open. Begin to see not a dense jungle, but an ancient, moonlit garden on the outskirts of Athens. Begin to feel the warm air, fragrant with damp earth and olive trees. You are safe in this place, a space of wisdom and tranquility, far away from all that you know. 2. Check in with your body one last time. It is so much softer now. Your body has worked so hard for you all day long. It is time to let it rest completely, to restore and to heal. And 1. Let go completely. Utterly let go as I begin to tell you tonight's sleep story. And now you find yourself standing in an ancient garden, a sacred grove, resting in the quiet outskirts of the great city of Athens. This is the Academy of Plato, not the bustling lecture halls of vigorous debate, but a tranquil space, bathed in moonlight. The warm summer night embraces you, carrying the fragrance of damp earth after a sun-filled day, the distinct herbal scent of ancient olive trees, and the dry, warm perfume of wild herbs. Growing somewhere in the shadows, beneath your feet, you feel the soft, cool grass, still damp with evening dew, refreshing and pleasant. You walk slowly, aimlessly, simply to feel this space. The moon is full and bright, casting a clear, silver light that bathes the entire garden. This light is not harsh like the daytime Sunday, but gentle and soft. Just enough for you to see the gnarled, twisted trunks of the old olive trees, bearing the marks of centuries. Their bark is rough, weathered to a pale silver under the moon, looking like sculptures carved by time itself. The olive leaves, with their signature silver-green hue, rustle ceaselessly in the night breeze, creating an endless, whispering lullaby. Moonlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground below, dancing and shifting with every passing breeze. Like a tapestry woven from light and shadow, you find your way to the base of the largest olive tree, perhaps the oldest elder in the grove. Its trunk is massive, sturdy, radiating a sense of safety and shelter. You gently sit down, leaning your back against the warm bark. Feel its steadfastness seeping into your own body, a stability that has stood here through countless seasons, through generations of human life. The ground beneath you is cool, and through your clothing, you can feel the calm energy of the earth. You look up through the layers of leaves and see the deep, vast night sky, adorned with thousands upon thousands of stars, glittering like diamond dust scattered across black velvet. There is no hurry here. Time itself seems to have paused. Or perhaps it flows to a different rhythm altogether, the rhythm of the cosmos. In this quiet and sacred space, you sense something more than just the air and the aromas. It is the presence of pure ideas, of pure forms, floating in the atmosphere. This is not a place for thinking, but for feeling. You feel the form of peace. It is not the absence of noise, but a deep, profound harmony, a perfect stillness that envelops you. Like a soft, invisible blanket, you feel the form of beauty, not in any one particular shape, but in the perfect balance of moonlight and shadow, in the melody of wind and leaf, in the ancientness of the earth and sky. It is a truth that needs no explanation, a gentle resonance within your soul. And then you feel the form of sleep. It is not a state of unconsciousness, but a healing realm, a world of surrender where the mind is cleansed and renewed. The form of sleep here is the deep, dark blue of the night sky, infinite and shimmering, promising a journey deep within to a place of absolute tranquility. These forms do not ask for analysis. They simply are, and you are bathing in their presence, allowing them to gently soak into every cell of your being. In this stillness, a gentle image rises in your mind, not a dramatic story, but a feeling, a distant dream. You see yourself in a safe space, a warm and sheltering cave. On the wall, soft shadows are dancing. They are familiar shapes, the whispered stories of the world you know. These shadows are not a deception, but a gentle ballet of form and light. A silent, soothing play performed just for you. They flow and change, melting into one another, with no beginning and no end. You watch them with a sense of calm, without judgment, without trying to understand. They are simply ripples on the surface of awareness. Then, very gently, very slowly, you feel yourself drifting. Not a struggle, not an effort, but a smooth shift. Like a leaf floating on a current of water, you drift out of that cozy space and emerge into a world bathed in soft, silver light. It is the very olive grove where you are sitting. The shadows on the wall do not vanish. They simply resolve into their true forms. The olive leaves trembling in the wind, the branches reaching for the moon. There is no surprise, only a quiet understanding, a gentle recognition that the world of shadows and the world of reality are merely two sides of the same coin, and both hold their own kind of beauty, their own kind of peace. Truth is not something harsh to be confronted, but a gentle harmony that you are experiencing right here, right now. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the clean air of the Grecian night. Your focus now shifts to the sounds of stillness. You listen to the wind. It is not a single sound. At times, it is a low murmur, like a distant underground stream. At other times, it is a clearer rustle, as a slightly stronger breeze moves through the canopy, making thousands of tiny leaves sing together. You can hear the difference in the sound of the wind as it passes through the small, slender olive leaves, and as it weaves through the tougher sprigs of rosemary. And then you listen to the silence between the gusts of wind, a profound silence that holds the peace of the entire universe. In that silence, you begin to hear more delicate sounds, the chirping of night insects, a never-ending symphony, steady and melodic. Their calls do not disturb the quiet. They deepen it. They make it more alive. Somewhere, far in the distance, you might hear the faint, clear tone of a wind chime from a nearby villa, a crystalline sound that echoes through space and then dissolves. Every sound is a note in the symphony of the night, a symphony that has been played for thousands of years in this very garden. You feel a deep connection, a connection to the wisdom of Plato, of the philosophers who once walked this very ground, who sat beneath these very olive trees and looked up at the same starry sky. Their wisdom is not in heavy books, but has soaked into the soil, into the stone, into the very grain of these ancient trees. And now it is whispering to you on every breeze, in every sound of the night. And now the thoughts, the images of forms and shadows, they all begin to gently dissolve. They do not vanish abruptly, but rather they fade. They blur like ripples on a pond, slowly settling back into perfect stillness. They have served their purpose, gently unloading the analytical layers of your mind, and now they return you to a space of pure, empty presence. All that remains is raw, sensory experience. All that remains is the feeling of this very moment. Your focus shifts entirely to the sensation of the night breeze. You feel it caressing your skin, on your cheeks, on your arms. The breeze is not cold, but carries a pleasant coolness, a gentle touch from nature itself. You can feel its direction, the way it softly moves through your hair, the way it makes your clothes stir ever so slightly. Every breeze is a breath from the garden, a breath carrying life and peace. It carries away any last remnants of fatigue and brings a feeling of freshness and of clarity. You no longer think about the wind. You simply become one with it, allowing it to pass through you, cleansing and soothing. Then your attention drifts to the scents on the air. You inhale again, slowly, and notice the layers of fragrance. There is the scent of crushed olive leaves, a green and slightly bitter smell, so characteristic of the Mediterranean. There's the scent of damp earth, a primal, grounding aroma that speaks of safety and origins. Woven into that is the fragrance of wild night-blooming jasmine, sweet but not overpowering, just a faint, intimate whisper. And there is even the scent of the nearby marble stones, the benches and columns, warmed by the sun during the day, and now slowly releasing that warmth, carrying a clean, mineral smell. These scents blend together, creating a unique perfume of the night, a scent with the power to draw you even deeper into relaxation, a scent of absolute safety and tranquility. The feeling of your back against the olive tree becomes more distinct. You can feel the texture, the grain, the comforting roughness of the centuries-old bark. It is not a smooth surface, but one with a story, with history. The warmth from the trunk is still there, a gentle warmth that passes through your clothing and radiates into your body. You feel its quiet strength, a strength that comes from roots anchored deep in the earth, resolute and enduring. This steadfastness gives you a feeling of being protected, of being sheltered. You are completely safe here. Nothing can disturb you. You are held in the embrace of nature and history. In the silence of the philosopher's garden, you look up at the sky one last time. The stars seem brighter now, more brilliant. They are no longer distant points of light, but silent companions who have been there since the beginning of time. Gazing at the vastness of the night sky, you feel all of your own worries become small and insignificant. There is a great peace in the cosmos, a perfect order, and you are a part of that order. You do not need to strive. You do not need to control anything. You only need to allow yourself to be part of this eternal flow, drifting gently with the movement of the heavens, of the breeze, and of your own breath. The stillness is no longer an absence of sound, but a living, breathing presence. A stillness that contains everything and contains you. You are dissolving into that stillness, becoming one and with it. And now there is only peace, a deep, endless peace. No thoughts, no images, only feeling. The feeling of relaxation spreading slowly and gently. The wisdom of the garden, the stillness of the night, the truth of the stars, all are blending together, forming a dream, a gentle dream, as you drift and float, gently sinking down into a deep and profound sleep, so deep, so peaceful, and deep sleep.